Hey guys, Sak here from SAKITECH, and in today's video what we're going to do is we are going to be looking at every new feature with One UI 4.1. So on this one we have One UI 4.1 and on this one we have 4.0. Let's quickly confirm that. I'm going to go to my settings. I'm going to go all the way down, go to the About Phone, tap on the software information. Same over here, tap, boom, boom. So you can see One UI 4.1, 4.0. That's of course the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. This just happens to be the Note 20 Ultra. So let's see what is new right away. Alright, so the very first thing I want to talk about is something called the Smart Widget. So I'm going to swipe over, and I do have a Smart Widget here, and as you can see, I can swipe inside the widget to scroll through a bunch of different widgets. So this one by default has Samsung Notes, it's got the screen time, and it's got the clock, and I do want to let you know they are customizable. So when you pinch the screen and you tap on widgets, you're going to see them at the top right here. One UI 4.0 is not going to have that option as of now. So if I tap on this one, if I were to grab one of these guys, let me just grab this one, the big one here. So if I grab the big one, by default, it's going to have a bunch of widgets pre-installed into it. It can be resized. So this one has the calendar, the weather. Let me just populate that weather. And then it has a to-do list. Now, if I press and hold on any one of these guys, press and hold, I can actually customize them. So I can add a widget to the Smart Widget tool. So click, just pick any widget that you want. Let's just grab Netflix. All right, let's tap on this. Now that's going to be in there. So I can have multiple widgets, more than 3, and I can add additional widgets. And also, I can remove widgets. So that just got removed. So if I press and hold, and tap on remove on the selected widget, it just takes that out. All right, so fantastic little new widget for 4.1. Let's move on. Oh, by the way, forgot to tell you, there's 3 size options. So if I pinch, tap on widgets, you get 3 different sizes. You get a 2x2, 4x1, and a 4x2. This here is 4x1 right here, and that's 4x2. Now quickly, another thing that has changed, it's a slight change. You pinch the screen, you go to your wallpaper and style, you go into your color palette to customize your color scheme for the phone. You can see it looks a little bit different here. We now have this rectangular view, and here we have the circular view. We do get to see more colors here, and here there's less colors. So that's another subtle change. Now another thing that I think is pretty cool is if you go to your settings, and if you scroll down a little bit, go to device care, and then you go to RAM, okay, right here under memory. Let's do the same thing right over here so you can see what has changed exactly. If I go to RAM over here as well, you'll notice at the bottom we have the RAM Plus option. Now here we have the RAM Plus option, and by default you get 4 gigabytes of extra virtual RAM. On this one you have the option to have it at 2, 4, 6, or 8. This allows you to improve some app performance. If you enable it, I would just keep it right here if you have the S22 Ultra with 4.1. But the difference is RAM Plus is now manageable, and here it is fixed, here's variable. All right, let's move on. Now the next thing has to do with the camera application. So when we go to the camera application, we have some changes to the Pro Video mode. All right, so if I were to go over to more, all right, let's show you the screens. You have the Pro Video right here. So I'm going to tap on it. And then I have the Pro Video right here. Now you can see that we are able to access every lens from here in the Pro Video mode. So I have the ultra wide, wide, I've got the telephoto, and I've got the super telephoto. Here, I could just access the ultra wide and the wide. All right, so that's a big difference for people that are going to be using this feature. The next thing that we have is if I go to my settings and if I go into my advanced features, all right, advanced features, if you go to labs, you are going to see we have a new option that says full screen in split screen view. Let me show you what that does. So if I activate right now this is enabled by the way, so pay attention, enabled. So if I go to the split screen multitasking, let's just pick any app over here. Let's go for the calculator. you can see the buttons and the bar on the top has disappeared. So I'm using the full screen for split screen. With this one, if I do it, well, let me just kill this. Split screen. Let's do the calculator as well. You can see we still have the buttons and the bar on the top. So that's what this option here now allows you to enable if that's what you like. So that's fantastic. Let's move on. And one more option that we have under settings and display is if I do go to display, tap, where's that display, tap, you will notice that we have this extra brightness option as long as I have the adaptive brightness disabled. So if I enable this, that option disappears and then you get the adaptive brightness. But if I enable this, I can have it right here. Tap this anytime to get an extra bright boost of brightness. All right. If you're outside, it will be very helpful. With this one, you don't have that option as of now. Everything else here is the same. We have some new stuff with the S Pen. So I'm going to go to my settings on both. Go to advanced features. I'm going to go to S Pen. And if you look over here, you're going to see this option here, S Pen to text option. Now the funny thing is Note 20 has that capability as well. It's just not an option that you can turn off. So this is here. You can turn it on and off. It converts stuff you write with your S Pen into regular text, as you can see. And then other thing that we have here is if I go down here, you're going to see this option here, keep S Pen connected. Now if you enable this, it's going to drain a little bit of extra battery. The Bluetooth features in the S Pen remain active at all times that pertain to the Air actions, okay? But this is a new option right here. Now one more thing here that I've noticed is when you go to your settings, all right, and if you go into your battery device care, for some reason this one, if you go to more battery settings, has the processing speed option where you can pick optimized, high, or maximum. But here you have enhanced processing. But the thing is, this is not for One UI 4.1 because the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra also has this. And that's still 4.0. But still something that you will see if you have other phones other than the S21 Ultra, it might look like a different. And one thing that they have interestingly removed is if you go down over here, look at this. Over here we have tips and help that gives you tips and tricks for the phone. Over here when you tap on help, it actually sends you to Samsung Internet that gets you the device manual on their website. It seems to have similar things here, but it's just online. I do like it when it was on the device just like this, and you can try it as well, okay? Here, you have to just go here and read everything on the website. Now, one more very minor difference. If you pinch the screen, if you bring up the multitasking, so if I tap this here, all right, if you tap these buttons and go to settings, looks like we have contact us in here now, as opposed to when you press this button, it showed here, but when you enter the settings, it didn't show here. Now you go to the settings, it shows at the bottom. Not a big deal, just wanted to show it to you. All right, so those are most of the major differences I was able to spot. If you find something that I haven't, drop a comment down below. Any questions, drop a comment down below. For now, guys, have a fantastic day, all right? All right, so if you found this video useful, make sure to subscribe to SAKITECH by clicking that button, and also click that bell icon on the side to make sure you get notified every time I upload a new video. And if you do use Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, you can follow me at SAKITECH Online to get the latest updates as well. All right, have a fantastic day.